Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures. And the sound of quietness is music to my soul. I just finished having family in town, which was amazing. Just my parents, but it just, you're always on. You're always being hospitable and making sure that everyone's fed, and I love them dearly. I was able to get a couple naps in and not be worried. But it's just nice to have your house back sometimes. I dearly miss them, but now I can catch up on my videos. So I have 3 or 4 to do, and I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to send them out right away, or because I'm so excited, guys, so excited to share what I have to share, or if I'm going to span them out over the next couple days. This week, crazy busy. Oh my dear. So I work late tomorrow night, but my daughter has soccer goalie training, so she's on one side of town. We just finished a tournament. I am burnt solid. My face and my chest, and you can't tell my arms aren't because I've been outside forever with soccer. But we just finished a tournament. Running there every single day. It's about an hour away. So Friday we drove there and back, Saturday there and back, and today there and back. And they were just short of making the semifinals, which would have been nice, but also it was nice to be able to come home and just breathe. So yeah, on top of family being in, we also celebrated our 15-year anniversary. Woo! 15 years. On Thursday, so with my parents in town, we were able to go out on a date, and then we had the tournament, and then my folks were in town. So crazy fun, but crazy busy. So yeah, I'm not sure if you really like this and want to know my schedule, but it's insane. Yeah. So having said that, I could not wait to video with you guys, and also with the different rolling issues with Huacan and I shouldn't say Huacan. I'm not giving Huacan a bad name. The different rolling issues that we're having with every canvas that's coming on these foam rollers, right? And I haven't figured out what's going on. I know in my last video I was just brainstorming out loud on if they're machine rolling them, if they're rolling them and temperature differences and then it's contracting, or they're rolling them too tight, not sure. So also my mom really wanted to see what I purchased, and so I had to unbox, guys. I'm so sorry. So that is why this is called a reveal, okay? So I'm going to reveal the 2 that I received. I received them. I hope this all is spelled right because my brain is not here. So I received them from Huacan Official Store. I ordered it on September 1st. It was shipped September 5th. It was delivered September 22nd. So let's see, if it was the 25th, that would have been 20 days, 18, what is that, 17 days from shipping. 21, 22 days from order. So again, it's right in that, 3-week window. I ordered one 40 by 50 and one 60 by 60. They're both custom. So just again, the 40 by 50 was $8.82. The 60 by 60 was $13.50. So yeah. Also, I wrote this out. I'm gonna type it up. But this is so that I make sure that I do everything and not forget. But this is my 5-star rating system. Please don't steal it, but feel free to use it. Canvas quality, drills, shipping, advertising of product, and overall impressions. So just to go over it, canvas quality is the feel, is the size, size okay. Now that kind of advertising of product is a size issue too. Glue, is it bubbled? Are there rivers that I didn't cause? Is it sealing right? Symbols, That's like clarity of symbols, or are there too many that are alike that's going to have issues, and more, because you always have to have an etc., right? Drills, again, this is just for the opening unboxing. Drills would be quantity, the packaging of the drills, like are the numbers readable, are the drills falling out everywhere, etc. Shipping, time, length of time, was I able to track it? And then this is where the packaging comes in. So it doesn't have to be on a foam roller to get a full star, but I wrote here, did the canvas have a chance? Okay, so the way they packaged it, I know it's going to get beat up. I know the shipping process is not the seller's fault, but did they take the time to give the canvas the best chance possible? Okay. And then advertising of the product. Did I get what I want? Is it really, is the size correct? Is the photo what I ordered online, or is it super pixelated? Now, granted, that's not size issue, okay? That's more of if we bought the right size, etc. Sometimes we buy it because we want the colors, and are the colors right, or are they, did they not color quality it? And then the last one is overall impression. Would I buy this again? So even if it's not perfect 4 stars above, did the seller have great customer service if the shipping had issues? If it was damaged, did they either refund or send a new canvas? Different things like that. So would I buy from the store again, with the knowledge that this is just an unboxing and that I haven't actually completed it yet? So that's my 5-star. Okay, so this is the first one. This is a 50 by 40. I loved this since the day I started looking at diamond paintings. This is Belle holding the beast, and I will insert a photo right here for you to see better. But I loved that. I loved his blue eyes. I loved like the antique look. I loved Belle as a child. They have a bunch of these now that you can purchase. However, my little tip is I found it and it was too expensive. They wanted like $22 for a 50 by 40. And I've been waiting for it to go on sale, and even with the sale, it was like down to $20, and I'm not spending $20 on a 50 by 40 from China. Now, definitely if it's like a diamond art club or something that I know the quality is much higher, then it would be worth it, okay? Because then it matches what you're getting, what you pay for, kind of thing. So I sent the photo to Huacan, and they did a custom, and it ended up being $8 and, what did I say, 82 cents? So I have to show this to you. Beautiful. I already showed it to my mother. She loved it. And as I was saying, they have multiple princesses. So they have Ariel. I was totally thinking of you, Isabel Moments, and how much you love Ariel. If you are on my channel and watch, I feel so blessed that you would watch me, but I was thinking of you and your Ariel collection as something different. So I just thought this was going to be gorgeous. Can you guys see that? She's holding the beast, right? And her face is beautiful. And the symbols, now Huacan prints all their symbols landscape. All right, guys, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna cover up some of this so I can show you the symbols without a catastrophe caught on camera, right? So let me cover cover these up real quick. Oh, there goes my hair. I swear I shed like a dog. Like when it's hot out, my hair tries to fall out. So now there are a lot of, oh, what do you call it? Music notes. And I'm not a big fan of the music notes when Huacan has those. There's a lot of confetti, which I'm fine with because that lets me know it's going to have a lot of good shading. And it's not, I mean, music notes are fine. It's just hard for me to see. I'm just going to have to make sure I use my light pad. So that's not anti against them. It has 40 colors. Okay, so, and I like that the colors are, I already did a check, so we won't have to spend a lot of time on that. The colors are muted, you know, even though I like bright and different, they are muted. But there's some like really pretty purples, some peaches. The color of the eyes are this, let me find it, I think are this color right here, which is 930. So my lighting's horrible. There, maybe you can see it a little better. I have these 3 lights. You can see my shadow. Woo! These 3 lights above my head. And one of them is burnt out. And I think it's like the one that, I know they all get equal light, but it's in the strategic spot for my filming. And for me, this seems to be the best because I used to have you guys like right here, and I'd have like this stand and you'd be looking down. But I keep knocking it over because it was like literally, it was like 2 stools stacked on top of each other. So let's measure this real quick. Let's see. It's supposed to be a 40 by 50. So it is just shy of 50. Probably 2 millimeters shy of 50 for the pasting. And it's 40 on the dot. So that's cool, the actual pasting. And I find that happens with customs because they truly, you know, versus their advertising online. And I don't think they try to false advertise. I think a lot of times they'll do the canvas, and I'm learning many of them are switching over. All right, so moving on because it's already getting up there in time. I talked too much. This one I loved, and I'll insert a picture right here. And again, this is another one I saw that was like $28. It was ridiculous. And I'm having such a hard time, guys, ordering below a 40 by 50. So if you have ones out there, I've been watching videos left and right, Donnie and Gwenny and Brandy, really trying to like psych myself up to try to buy a 40 by 30, but I think that's the lowest I would go. So with this has actually been sitting all night because I opened it last night with my parents, off the foam, and I've actually had great success on that practice of just loosening it up, letting it sit while I open the drills. This one I let sit all night though, so I haven't, that's why it's still roly-poly. So let's see what we got here. All right, so this was already ripped and it wasn't me, but I think we're okay. Looks like there might have been a tiny little slice. So just want to get this started first, and then I'll show you what I do to help the rolling. And it worked well on Belle. It worked well on the two I did before this, that you guys saw me do in an earlier video. So, and I already did the drills on this, and everything is here. So then what I do, my arm's not long enough for a 60, is I just put my arm here and I pull and let it unroll itself. And look at that sky, guys. Oh my gosh. Look at that sky. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And then here's the like balloons. And here's the pyramids. And this was my guilty pleasure one. I don't know where I'm going to stick this. I think I told you I had another guilty pleasure earlier too. So this last sale, I did 2 non-customs that are still coming, and then I did, I think, 6 customs, maybe 5. And most of the customs were the guilty pleasure, where I did promise my husband I would try, because he knows that I can only try, to order ones that I'm going to give away as gifts or that I already have a place at home for. And this time around, but you know, I did tell him these two, the Belle one and this one, have been on my wish list since literally, I think it was January or February, like literally within a month of me discovering AliExpress. So I figured, you know, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And I try to have, I don't know how you guys, because I'm a shopaholic. Like that, as a therapist, I know I'm addicted to that. When I'm depressed or had a bad day, I have to stay completely out of Michael's or Hobby Lobby, because I will buy and, oops, that would have been dangerous. And so I try not to buy unless I've had my eye on it for like 30 days. So any big purchases, like things over $5, I know that's not very big, but when you're a shopaholic, you know, $10 here and $10 there goes a long way. So I try, and like I said in one of my earlier videos, we have like a $30 cap as a couple, that we don't buy anything over $30 without at least talking to each other. It's not really approval because, like I said, we've been married for 15 years. We know the threshold in our budget, but our budget, we can find $30 once if we make a mistake. All right, so this keeps wanting to come down, but yeah, see that? I know it was a little slower, but that has really helped me not get any, I mean, I'll get a little bit, they're not wrinkles. I don't know what you would call them, but they're not ripples or anything. They look like cracks, but they're not cracks. So that will happen, but they're completely flat and it's just appearance. But yeah, so here's more of the sky and the other balloon. And then this helps it lay down and I don't have any ripple issues. And I know it's not the most pleasing to show you guys, but it saves my canvas as far as that's concerned. The drilling field, I mean, it's just standard Huacan. Let me see if I can get this up here so you can see. So, I mean, it's clear. Nothing to report there. Whoops. And then, goodness. I know it's a pain to get these back down. I'll have to figure that out later. All right. So measure, let's see if it's truly a 60. Now I can see through. Yeah, it's almost dead on. So it's like 2 millimeters off. And that could be just because it's not super, you know what I mean? It's got a little bit of give to it. And then this way, it's over 60. It's like 2 millimeters over 60. So, and I love this little thing. I got it for 99 cents a couple years ago at Hobby Lobby. So if you're looking for something, I don't know if they still have them, but I'm sure they have something like them. They might be a little more expensive, like $1.29. But if you're looking for a good measuring tape, because yours gets all wound up, this little button just pulls it back in. Love it. All right. So I'm not going to pull all these out, but I wanted to show you, like, these blues. I wish my lighting was better, guys. So sorry. But these blues are just phenomenal. They're like teals and aquas. And then you've got these beautiful oranges for the sand. So they did a really good job of not making this just sand. And that's what I loved about it. And that it just had such depth to it. So, now, let's get both of these started up. Alright, so Belle, canvas quality, I'm going to give it 3 1/4 star. Again, that's because I have to allow for a full star for other companies that I know have a higher canvas quality. There's nothing wrong with this canvas. It holds up well. It frames well. There's nothing wrong with it. The glue is great. The symbols are good. Drills, the quantity, I had all the quantity, the packaging, just like I've showed you before with Huacan, it comes weighted, so it's not the little individual packets of 200, and Huacan always gives you overage. So an example is, this is color 29, the color itself is 939, and in this bag is supposed to be 4,097, and color 29 I need 3,331. So they gave me almost 700 over, and that's pretty Huacan. Now if you have a smaller color, like you only need 50, they may give you like 65. Okay, so it's a ratio, but that's Huacan's packaging. The numbers on the sides and on the inventory sheet and the numbers on the packaging, they do a very good job. It is readable. You know exactly what number, you know exactly what color, and you can compare how many. So I give that a full star. Shipping, I give a full star. It was packaged on a foam roller. These came in a box. The box was a little damaged, but the canvas had a chance, okay? That wasn't the shipper or the company's fault. Advertising of product, I got what I got. So I got a 40 by 50, it was 40 by 50. I got a 60 by 60, it was 60 by 60. Overall impression, would I buy it again? Absolutely. Belle has 40 colors, and my hot air balloon in the desert has 50 colors. I'm impressed with the color palette. Definitely would buy again. So to save on time, both of these get the same star rating of 4 3/4 star for both of them on unboxings. So Belle is 4 3/4 star, and my balloon in the desert is 4 3/4 star. So that is the great reveal. Thank you so much for staying around. Thank you for joining me on DP Addiction Adventures. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, I'd love to have you part of our family. And until next time, have a blessed night. Take care.